Honestly, not being on medication is kind of like messing with my head just because I feel like I'm crying more like easily again. Like definitely about things that I would have cried about before, I think. I don't even know anymore. I feel like, because when did I start taking medication? So I think 2021, at least 22. That's not really the point of this. I just read Sojourner's Truth, Ain't I a Woman? And I just started crying so many times throughout it. It's literally only 32 pages long. Like, I'm opening it back up because I still can't, like, because I can wrap my head around it. It just fucks me up every time I see things like this, but I feel like it was so much easier whenever I was on medication, of course. So I was scrolling on TikTok, and I had cried twice at like TikToks. But then I watched one of Kate the Great on TikTok. Follow her. I absolutely love her posts. But she had made a TikTok about Sojourner Truth, and I like hadn't heard her name before. And so she was actually a woman born into slavery and was freed at 30. And she like had this famous speech that's called Ain't I a Woman? Like the book, I ended up reading the book, what did I just read on? Libby? Hoopla? On Hoopla. Because my local library had it, thankfully. So I was able to read it. Highly recommend. But quick synopsis. After she had gotten out of slavery, she just decided, gotten out of slavery. I don't even know how to word that. But she decided to dedicate her life to, like, helping women and speaking out about the, like, truth of the hardships that she had faced and that Black people had faced in America. And so there was a women's rights convention in Akron, Ohio in 1851. And she spoke out at it. She said, "May I say a few words? I want to say a few words on this matter. I am a woman's rights. I have as much muscle as any man, and can do as much work as any man. I have plowed and reaped and husked and chopped and mowed, and can any man do more than that? I have heard much about the sexes being equal. I can carry as much as any man, and I can eat as much too if I can get it. I am as strong as any man that is now. As for intellect, all I can say is, if women have a pint and men have a quart, why can't she have her little pint full? You need not be afraid to give us our rights for fear we will take too much, for we can't take more than our pint will hold." And she like had pulled up her sleeves, which was like unheard of back then for like women to like show their arms. They always wear like long sleeves, and she like pulled them up to show them like how strong she was and how much muscle she had and how she's physically as capable as any man. So like, what's the difference? And apparently there were two speeches that were published because like they weren't recorded or anything. And so there was one written a few days later by her best friend, and then there was one a few weeks later that was longer and that got like more popularity, and where it said within the speech 4 different times, and "Ain't I a woman?" And that's why it's called Ain't I a Woman, but that it's most likely like she never actually said Ain't I a Woman at all in her speech. But it's just insane. And so like the version that I read, it was told by the point of view of a girl, Tabitha, and her brother Amos skipped school so they could go watch, go to the convention and see like what people were saying. And they witnessed this speech. And then later on, Tabitha being a grandma and hearing that women have the right to vote. Oh my God. Because Sojourner Truth escaped to freedom in 1827. Like, there's literally a timeline. Like, this Fuck me up. I wish I could screenshot, but I can't. It'll just turn this, like, it just take a black picture. Probably copyright reasons, I don't know. But she escapes to freedom in 1827, and then she changes her name to Sojourner Truth in 1843. She then speaks at this convention in 1853, or 1851. So that's 24 years after she made it. So I think she was 54 whenever she, like, made the speech. And then Civil War begins. Civil War ends. 13th Amendment is passed ending slavery. 15th Amendment is passed allowing black men to vote. She died at 1883 and never got to see, like, women have the right to vote. And apparently she came out with a book. She, like, dedicated her memoir or autobiography, something. She dedicated her life story to an author. And has, like, a separate book, so I want to look that up. Probably read that. Oh my god. No, okay, it's not even super late. It's only, like, 7 p.m. And I'm very emotional. And, like, I just feel like after stuff like this, and I get super emotional, I just want to, it's like, okay, do I take a break? Do I read more? What do I read next? Because I haven't finished yet the audiobook I was listening to, The Felon Poems. I had started it, and it's poetry about, like, a black man had written poetry about being a felon and being in prison. It was really good. It's only like an hour something long audiobook, so I might continue listening to that next. This just kind of was, like, off the cuff. I saw the TikTok, and I was, like, already crying from, like a different TikTok. There's this guy on TikTok that, like, will just say, and he's like, hey, sit with me for a minute so I can feed kids. And talks about, like, school lunch debt and everything, and the fact that kids still need to pay for fucking school lunch debt, like, and the school's not having, like, free lunch programs and all of that kind of stuff. So I was already, like, crying out of those videos. There's another video that I watched and I was crying at it. I don't know. I've just been crying a lot today. But tomorrow I was going to go to a yoga class, and then my friend invited me to go with her and her boyfriend to her boyfriend's friend's house for, like, games and stuff. I really don't know if I'm gonna go. If I really feel like being social. I wanted to be social whenever I made the plans with her, but that's the hard thing about making plans with anyone, because then it's like, oh, well, now I don't feel like going. So I'm probably gonna cancel and not go. But I should get, like, But I still want to feel like I want to go to yoga in the morning. But if I don't go, like, I have to cancel it. I think it's, like, within 2 hours of before the class starts. It starts at 10:30. So, like, if I'm not going, I need to just cancel my reservation tonight, so I don't get, like, charged or whatever. But I want to go. But it's gonna be a hot vinyasa, and those, like, always take a lot out of me, and I haven't really eaten very well since I've gotten back, because I gotten down, like, those few groceries, freaked out about not having my list with me, didn't really get that much. Tried cooking the chicken, threw it away because it was disgusting. Haven't cooked the ground turkey that I got, but I did cook my protein pancakes, ran out of pancake mix, so then it was only, like, half, and then I used too much milk, and then they didn't taste very good, and it only made, like, 3, like, super little pancakes. So I haven't really eaten a lot today. So I think all I ate yesterday was that bowl of cottage cheese. And then the 3 bites of chicken that I ended up throwing away. And some carrots. Today I had carrots. Like, I'm all over the place. And I probably shouldn't. I'm going to use the word shouldn't. Go to a hot vinyasa where I'm going to pass out. Because multiple times today I've stood up. And my vision's on all, like black rain and static. So yeah, I probably shouldn't go. Especially after, like, I think the first hot vinyasa class I took a few weeks ago, I, like, almost passed out 3 times. And I'm pretty sure I ate normally before it. So I shouldn't really risk it. Yeah, this clip's getting too long. Why am I still talking? Oh, it's so bright. So in the last few hours, I have learned, well, 1, I'm exhausted. 2, I have done pretty well with fixing my sleep schedule. Slowly getting back. 3, I'm going to set an alarm, because I definitely would not have gotten up already. And I have a lot to do today. And 4? What number am I even at? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I have a stomach virus. Which is great. I've been like, why is like my body hurt? My body's hurting so much more. I've been having stomach problems for like almost a week now and haven't really noticed because like while I was in Toronto, I was just like, oh, I'm not that cold, even though it feels like 0 outside. And I was perfectly fine. Then I broke out in a fever by the 3rd day. And I was just like, oh, it's the hangover. My body's trying to work out the alcohol, like that's what it is. Some problems haven't stopped since then. Like, I'm nauseous. And it finally clicked. And I was just like, oh, I think I have some kind of like stomach bug. Like no wonder I haven't eaten like real food, haven't wanted real food. Motivation, nausea, stomach pain, headache, like my headaches are worse. My body pain is worse. All of my chronic pain symptoms are heightened. And I was just thinking, oh, like a lot of that might just have to do with the fact that I haven't been taking my medication, that like my headaches, my body pain are getting worse. This is what happens when I like try to be in tune with my body, but there's so many things going wrong that I don't know what could be wrong. Like, I don't think a stomach bug. I don't think I've had one. Like I don't think I've been like sick or anything like that in like years. So of course I'm gonna think, oh, it's the fact that I'm not on my medication, or it's the alcohol that I drank the night before, not the fact that I'm sick. So I've been having like symptoms for like a week. I have my journal. So if there's something else I was gonna say, but now I have no idea. Anyway. Like it's great that it's so sunny and like pretty outside, but it's so bright. And I just feel nauseous. I literally googled this morning. I was like, how do you like, what are remedies for a stomach virus? Because I just feel like I'm getting worse and worse. But of course, that's when I have to leave because like I don't have food and I don't have medication. Like I have to go. I don't wanna. I wanna go back to bed. Well, it's fine. Everything's fine, right? Alright, it's so warm. Turn that down. Like it's not warm. It's probably, oh, it's 39 degrees outside. It's freezing, but I'm very warm. Okay. What was I doing? Music. Somebody else, I don't know what to do myself. I probably should have charged my camera. Pause that. I probably should have charged my camera before I left. I'm definitely at only half a battery, but that's fine. Everything's fine. But I have a playlist on Tidal. I swapped over to Tidal from Spotify. One, don't want to support, don't want to put my money towards, oh my goodness. One, I don't want to give my money to companies that I don't align with. Two, Tidal pays their, I'll put an infographic on the screen, but Tidal pays their artists significantly more than Spotify does. And like, I want to support the actual people making the music, not the business that is lining their pockets off the backs of others. So, I've been using Tidal and I like transferred all of my music over from Spotify. It was like 14,000 songs. So I did pay for a website. I paid like $24 to just have everything transfer over like right away. It was like, you can do it for free, but like you can only do like 200 songs per day or something, or like per time pressing it. And I was like, for 14,000 songs? No thank you, I will not be doing that. So I did that. I have a playlist of like 2025 and like songs I've found so far this year. Activism songs that I found, and that's what I was just listening to. But then Sleeping at Last came on, and I freaking love these songs because it's like based off of your Enneagram sign or your Enneagram number. So when you take the personality test and you find out what Enneagram you are, Sleeping at Last, they're the artist that they're the artist that wrote Bella's Lullaby for Twilight. And basically he has like the entire orchestra is that Enneagram number. The people who help compose, help produce, everything for each song is like that Enneagram number. And so there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, like all the different numbers, and there's a different song for you. And so I'm a 7. I used to be a 1 the last time I took it. Like I have always been a 1. And so I retook it after watching the Basically Unfiltered podcast with Remy, Alicia, Zane, and Heath, and they had done like their Enneagram test and like redid it and talked about everything. And the fact that Remy's number changed, I was like, huh, like I wonder if my number has changed. And it has, from a 1 to a 7, which like when you look at the like growth or the chart and like why numbers change and why it would change to a specific number, like the extreme version is 1, but like the growth and healing version is 7. And I was like, oh my god. I love that for me. But yeah, so like going through listening to a 1 and like how I used to be, and then listening to a 7 and how I am now, and then my second most, like 2 and 3 are tied, and then those songs are so beautiful. So 3 just came on and I was like, I need to tell as many people as possible about this. So if you don't know your Enneagram, go take a personality test, because personality tests are so fun. And like, I'm a 7, I'm an INTJ, I'm a Virgo sun, Gemini moon, Scorpio rising, astrology, personality test, like whole shebang. I love it. I find joy. You gotta find joy in things, okay? Don't yuck my yum. If you don't believe in astrology, then like, good for you. But I do. And every single sign, planet, all the things, it's really accurate to me, and so I love it. Let's go to the post office as our first stop of the day. Okay, I will not be doing other carpool karaoke in this video. If you're watching me singing Defying Gravity, check the other one. But I'm listening to it, I literally started fucking, I like choked up and I'm starting crying again. Going through a fucking friendship breakup, and then hearing this song, I'm like, oh my god, she's Glinda and I'm Alpha. That's literally what happened. Like, we still have love for each other, but like the friendship, it's just not gonna work. It just doesn't. Well, that's okay, but like now this song is hitting too many feelings. I still don't have my anxiety medication. Like, I tried looking multiple places for this and like another medicine that like I can't find it anywhere else. I can only find it at Walmart. So here we are. But I got fucking ashwagandha to hopefully stave me off so I can try it and see if it helps anything. But I'm on my way to the ER to try to get an anxiety prescription filled. So, well, not prescription of anxiety. An anxiety medication prescription filled. I do not want a prescription for anxiety. No, thank you. I'd like to unsubscribe from mental health, from mental illness. Just unsubscribe from that. Don't know why I'm still on this mailing list. Don't know why I keep getting calls about my car's extended warranty, aka my brain's extended warranty. So, I got my medication, so excited, already took it. It's like a smaller like amount of time prescription than I usually get, but this will at least last me, and then once I get back to my room, I'm gonna check to see like how many days I have and see if I can get an appointment before that time frame, and if not, I'm just gonna have to like refill it this way again up until I leave, which is really gonna suck, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do. One thing I have been using recently is like the Good Unitas app, because I was starving and I've been trying to just like eat food that I cook and everything, but like I'm almost an hour away. I still need a grocery shop. I still have other things I need to do. So I went on the Good Unitas app. I looked up what was around me, and anything that I knew like the affiliation with, I was just like, no. But Church's Chicken, I wasn't sure. I've never had Church's Chicken, but it was like right down the street. So I went on Good Unitas and checked, and like It's been getting updated, like adding new features every few days within the past few weeks, which is really cool. But you can basically go through and it'll show the affiliation if you want to just support based off of red versus blue and like whatever. But it does show like actual politicians that that company is putting their money towards. It's not like the only source of information, because of course, like on the, what was one of them? Like I'm pretty sure it shows Spotify as being blue and no money being spent towards red, but like the Spotify CEO paid $140,000 for the inauguration after party. And it's like, well, the person did it, not the brand, not the company, but you'd still be supporting that person. So like there are still like, of course, caveats, but I like to use it just like as a source of information. And so that's definitely been helpful in these times of just trying to be more cognizant of where my money is going and who it's going to and who it's supporting, which is really cool. And so I'm about to try Church's Chicken for the first time. I got the classic chicken sandwich, the spicy chicken wrap, mac and cheese, apple pie, and a sweet tea. So I got a little range of things. Ooh, that sauce is really good. It's like a basic little sandwich, but the flavor is really good. And pretty good price. Like, everything that I got, I think only $15. Delicious. Now time to try the wrap. It's like sweet and spicy. Like one, because it's kind of, because the sauce on the normal, like chicken sandwich, I didn't pick the spicy one, but like the sauce was kind of like a little spicy, like very flavorful and a little hot, delicious. But this, there's like a really sweet element to it, and it's even spicier. So like this is like the spicy chicken sandwich, or spicy chicken wrap. Now I wish I would have gotten two. Now let's see about this sweet tea. Sweet tea. It's sweet tea. Nothing special. Nothing to write home about. Right. I'm pretty sure the last clip that I did, I was wearing the same sweatshirt, staying in the same position. Not really sure. But my symptoms for, I think it's the stomach flu. I don't know. They got way worse. I also have this weird cough that keeps coming up. Anyway, so I ended up canceling. I canceled my yoga for yesterday, and I was supposed to hang out with a friend. I canceled with her, and then today I was supposed to be volunteering, but like I was gonna be like, it's the one of the ones that I did back in my like volunteering weekend of volunteering video of like packaging up food to give to homeless people, and like I should not be around people and food. So I reached out to them yesterday and canceled. And yesterday I just slept like all day. I think I slept for like 7 hours just during the day, and then I ended up staying up all night on accident, as one does. And then I went to bed this morning and just woke up. And it's like 4 p.m. and everything is messed up. I'm hungry. Well, no, I'm not hungry anymore. I just ate. My stomach hurts. I don't even know what I'm saying. I just run out of like and want for any of the food that I have. Like that's been like, it's been a pretty consistent thing over the past like 2 weeks or so. But like it's bad. Like I'm just like, I don't want that. It's gross. Like just food aversion. I don't want it. I literally just had some buttered noodles and like earlier I made like a shredded chicken macaroni salad, but I make it with egg noodles. So I had like a little bit of that earlier, fell back asleep, woke up and had just plain buttered nudes. I just feel sick. Like every time I eat, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. But I'm so hungry. And that's just how it's been, like, for days. And, like, I wanted to go to the gym today. I actually, like, had motivation to go earlier, too. But then I was just scared. It's like, well, what if I go and then I get someone sick? And so I didn't go. So I really hope, because I looked it up and, like, don't hate me for a WebMD, but, like, I'm not a fucking doctor. What am I gonna do? But I looked up the symptoms, like stomach bug, all that kind of stuff, and it shows that you can still be contagious, but like it can last like 1 to 2 days. And I was like, well, it's definitely been over a week, but it's like it can be up to 2 weeks, so I might have another week of this, and then you can still be contagious for like days even after that. So like even once I feel better, I can still like get people sick. So like even when I went grocery shopping and like and was like running my errands and stuff, I was like making sure to wash my hands like as often as possible and like not get too close to anyone. But yeah, so this just like really sucks. I'm hoping that doesn't last a whole nother week, like, because it's really messing with my head, just how my relationship with food is already like really difficult, and then my relationship with the gym, like I love working out and feeling strong and all of that kind of stuff, but then whenever I like don't go for a long time, like every time I look into a mirror, I just feel like you wouldn't look like that if you were at the gym. And it's so like, it's not healthy, definitely not. And I haven't had a good relationship with my body, with food, with fitness, like with all of that for a long time, and I'll have periods where I feel like I figured it out. Obviously I haven't, because I'm still dealing with it, but I feel like the week of not having my anxiety medication, plus I couldn't go to the gym, and now I have a food aversion, like I don't want to eat, and then it's making me feel like Rexy wants to come back, and it's just like, no, don't do that. And then with how much I wasn't eating, thinking like, oh, like, at least I'll look skinnier. And I'm just like, bitch, are you 14? What? I thought we grew out of this mentality. Like, can we fucking not? And it comes back, like, anytime I get sick, or I'm just, like, bedridden, or, like, can't eat, or throwing up, or, like, whatever it is. And it's just like, oh, well, at least, like, maybe I'll lose some weight this way. And I'm just like, it's not a healthy thought to have. Let's not think of that. Let's no. And then when I do want to eat, I'm like, okay, but then nothing in the fridge looks good. It's like, okay, well now I don't want food. And it's like, okay, well, like, to have a protein bar or something like that. It's not buttered nuts. And it's like, at least I'm getting food in. At least I'm getting calories. At least I'm getting something in my stomach. But all I can see is, if all you're putting into your body is buttered nudes, then, like, of course you look like that. I could go on for hours about this topic, but basically, I feel like shit. I can't work out to try to make myself feel better. But I ended up making a second therapy appointment for next week. I was just like, yeah, no, we have a lot to unpack. I don't want to wait a whole week. So I have 2 appointments next week. So I'm excited about that. My first one's tomorrow, and I have another one on Friday. Coolio. But I just want to bed rot more, and so I'm cutting this vlog off. Thank you for coming along with me on this week. It was kind of chaotic, and I don't even remember what all I filmed. My brain just is not functioning. I hope you got something out of this, or I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for the week, for the insert amount of time that this video is here. I hope you are doing well. I hope that if you're feeling sick too, that it passes for you soon, because it's not fun. I hope you get some reading in, and I hope you have a glorious, lovely, beautiful day. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Comment down below letting me know, and let me know what you did as like a form of self-care for yourself this week, what your favorite food is that you had this week, your favorite workout. Maybe I can try it out once I can go back to the gym. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.